Willkommen in Österreich. This means welcome to Austria, and I'd like to welcome you to our video on the Republic of Austria. After this short video, you will all be better informed, global citizens, and know everything there is to know on the nation of Austria.
Global citizenship has many meanings, with all in their own right being well suited to the term. However, the one that best defines this term is a person who places their identity with a global community above their identity as a particular nation or country. This means someone disregards their nationality and sees himself or herself as the same or equal to everyone in the world. It's a very important topic as we're living in an increasingly globalized world where technology has linked people from all over the globe. Austria has a population of a little over 8 million people. This is about twice that of Ireland's population. What is very interesting about the population stats is the fact that Austria is twice that of Ireland's, despite both countries having roughly the same landmass. The capital of Austria is Vienna, however this was not always the case. In the late 12th century, the then Duke Henry II moved his palace from Babenberg to Vienna, and thus making Vienna the new capital of Austria. The Austrians speak German. Austria is in the EU and hence uses the euro currency. There's many interesting facts about Austria. For one, it's the birthplace of the Terminator. Austria is also the death place of Beethoven, the classical music composer.
Austria has a history that is heavily influenced by other Central European countries and the people of these countries. One way in which this has affected Austria is through the minority languages that exist in Austria today, such as Slovenian and Hungarian. Another area in which this has influenced Austria's culture is through its music. One form of folk music, called Straume music, is a form of music that developed through the mixture of the folk music of various different peoples in Vienna. Austria is also well known around the world for its classical music. Composers like Mozart, Strauss, and Haydn are all very highly regarded among classical musicians. Austrian festivals are similar to the festivals celebrated in Western Europe, the main festivals being Christmas and Easter. Austrian costume is very much a distinct style of costume. The men usually wear lederhosen and the women generally wear dirndls. Both these types of clothes originated as workwear worn by poor working-class Austrians. Austria has developed its own unique style of food as well. Austria is also well known for its desserts such as the Donauwelle, Germknödel, and Apfelstrudel. Austrians are also quite athletic and they are involved in many sports including ice hockey, skiing, and football. However, even though many people play sports, around 60% of the population is obese or overweight.
Austrians are very punctual people. At work, they separate their career life from the personal life so much that they do not joke during working hours, which are from 8:30 to 5:30. If it ever happens that you are going to be late for a meeting in Austria, it is best to reschedule your meeting. Austria is a very great country, with plenty of sites to visit. These vary from historical and cultural sites to resort areas with many recreational activities. We will start with some of the most amazing historical places in Austria. The palace over here is the Hofburg Palace. Part of it forms an official residence and workplace of the President of Austria. The rest of it is museum attractions for visitors, who are mostly tourists. This here is the Karlskirche, which translates to St. Charles Church. It is a Baroque church. It combines the architectural elements from ancient Greece, ancient Rome, and Viennese Baroque, making it one of the most unique architecture designs as it was never imitated after it was built. Austria is not only cultural, it is one of the most beautiful countries in Europe, having many stunning mountains with striking scenes. One of the best areas to visit will have to be Salzkammergut. As you can see, it's a gorgeous resort area and also a World Heritage Site. In fact, it was such a stunning area that Emperor Franz Joseph used to spend his summer days there.
Here are some quick facts on Austrian history. The Habsburg monarchy, a very powerful monarchy that reigned in Europe until 1919's dynastic capital actually lay in Vienna. In 1914, after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie of Hohenberg in the Serbian capital Sarajevo, Austria declared war on Serbia, and this was the trigger of events that led to World War I. In 1919, Austria were declared an independent republic for the first time. Unfortunately, not even 18 years later, the Nazis invaded Austria, and Anschluss is the Nazi propaganda term to describe the annexation of Austria into Hitler's Third Reich. It isn't until December 1945 that Austria are able to declare themselves an independent republic for the second time. However, post-World War II, the Russians invaded, much to the dismay of the Americans, British and the French, and it isn't until May 1955, some 10 years later, that they can truly declare themselves independent and free as we see today. Austria's economy is very strong. Its GDP per capita ranks at 16th in the world. Some 2/3 of its economy is made up of the services industry, whilst the rest is made up of trade and industries, and just 2% goes to agriculture. Austria has just a 4.8% unemployment rate. To put that into perspective, that's half that of Ireland's. So it's easy to say that Austria is certainly thriving.
So that's it from us, and we know that after watching this video, you will all be better informed global citizens and know more about Austrian history, culture, and its hotspots.